This week in World Literature, we will have 3 vocabulary words as our focus words. Again, we're going to be using SAT tone words in order to practice and start developing our vocabulary for the SAT, as well as words that will help us become better writers and use more advanced vocabulary in our essay writing. So this week we're focusing on the character of Ashok, who is the father of Gogol in the story The Namesake. Our 3 words that we're looking at this week are contemplative, conventional, and pensive. And again, these are words that are used to describe an author's tone or a character's tone that are often used in the question stems for SAT and AP test questions. So the journal entry is asking students to first read this journal and based upon the context in which the words are used, to come up with their own understanding and initial guess definition of what the words mean. After that, students will come up with a class definition through discussion, and over the course of 3 class periods, they will focus and break down each one of these words in detail using not only the vocabulary grid that I'll show you in 1 minute, but also a PowerPoint with imagery that matches the words. So the first journal entry is the following. It says, one of the most important events in Ashok's life was his experience in a train accident that almost killed him. Throughout the story, and as Gogol ages, Ashok begins to slowly tell his son about the night in which Nikolai Gogol saved his life, as his short story, The Overcoat, was what assured his rescue from the train wreckage. When naming Gogol, Ashok was very contemplative concerning his choice of names. He thought a lot about what name would be significant for his son, and as he cared so much for both his son and his experience, that he meshed the 2 together in Gogol's name. A lot of parents might just name their son something cool or meaningless, but not Ashok. Although Ashok demonstrated a conventional approach to life, he never broke the rules, but instead did what was expected of him in having a good job and raising a family. His choice of names showed Ashok to be an interesting person behind all of his normalcy and convention. I liked his pensive, thoughtful approach to naming Gogol. It showed me that this man loved his family deeply and was so thankful that he was saved from a near-death experience so he could go on and raise his family that he loved. Had he died in the train accident, Ashok would not have met Ashima, and Gogol would never have been born. Therefore, Ashok's great gift of family was so special to him that Gogol's name carried all of the hopes he had for his son to have a great future. For this reason, I am hoping that by the end of the story, Gogol realizes this, for I also relate to being named for a family legacy, and it means so much to me. So this is the model paragraph that students will take, and then from this point they will go in and take and define what their definition is based on the above context, and then as a group we will break down and come up with a class definition. On the second page of the handout, each of the words will then be broken down by day. So for example, contemplative will be written here. The students will assess their initial understanding, so on a scale of 1 to 4, 4 being they can totally explain the word and use it in regular conversation, and 1 being no clue what it means, they will rank their understanding. They will write a definition, identify the part of speech of the word, draw an example of what the word means to them, and then use the word in an example sentence. And this is how we will structure our vocabulary teaching this week. Thank you so much.